Here we go.
There we go.
So
Okay,
it's Janet and Jennifer. I'm Janet.
I'm Jennifer, and we like to cook.
Yes, we like to cook and prep. We're raw right now, so we're not doing any cooking, but we're dehydrating and chopping, and we're making Lissa's raw food romance wraps. And I've got a new wrap for me today, Jennifer.
I'm so excited to hear about your new wrap, and I am going to try to perfect the one we did last time, and I'm going to remake the everything but the bagel wrap. So I'm excited about that.
This one is the crunchy. Where's my sheet with the name of it?
Well, while she's getting that, oh, here she goes.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, in case you're wondering, yes, I am wearing a weighted vest, and
Yes.
I've got some weights in the front and in the back, and it's just something that I'm doing to help improve my bone strength. So I just wear it. I wear it sometimes all day. So that's what that is. And I'm also having some internet connection issues. So hopefully you guys will be able to see, and it won't be too spotty or whatever that is. So
Well, that's interesting. I'm missing a page. How does that
retrace your
happen?
steps.
I know. Well, I've been right here. Oh, there we go. Gosh, just stuck to the other one. Crunchy cauliflower ginger wrap. Doesn't that sound good?
Wow, that sounds amazing. Crunchy cauliflower ginger wrap.
Ginger wrap. So the first thing I did was I made a ginger sauce, and that's in the dehydrator. I'll show you.
Yeah, let's see that. I have a ginger sauce in the dehydrator, so maybe it'll be a little bit thicker.
Yeah, she wants it to condense and get thicker.
Ooh,
And it
that
already
looks,
is.
it's as if I could smell it.
And I have to do that for 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be in there along with the wraps. And then I'm going to be making these cauliflower steaks. So right now they're in the freezer. I'm freezing them.
Oh, those look really good.
And then I'm going to coat them. But she coats them with some almond flour and other stuff, and I'm not going to use any almond flour. So that'll be interesting. But I'm going to use all the spices.
So even if you just put something, maybe even like something that would just be moist so that the spices will, what you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, she has, with my cocoa aminos, I've diluted it half and half water. And and then there's ginger powder, garlic powder, onion powder, nutritional yeast, cocoa aminos, and she uses maple syrup, but I'll use date syrup. And freshly, oh, okay, this is I'm gonna have to read this because it looks like it's in addition. You know, like you, I got to read these things over and over again to get what it is that she's doing.
Well, there's a lot to learn, and if you're until we're familiar with it. I mean, yeah, I read them over and over. I'm just peeling my apple. I'm gonna weigh it while you're talking about yours.
Yeah. So in a separate bowl, you mix the flour, ginger, garlic, onion, salt, nutritional yeast. So stop at the nutritional yeast. The other stuff I said is just in addition. Well, and it's other ideas too.
Yeah, I think the flavors sound like they're going to be really good. I love that. I love ginger anyways.
Me too. Yeah, that really, I thought, okay, so I gotta have that.
What kind of things can the flavors that would be good for that you could wrap in that one? I mean, I know you could put anything in any of them.
Yeah, well, now what I'm gonna make is this slaw, a rainbow slaw, and it's green cabbage, red cabbage, carrot, red onion, bell pepper, a red one and a yellow one, and green onion. So that's gonna go inside it. And then some lettuce leaves, a sprinkle of sesame seeds,
God, it all sounds so tasty.
Yeah. And, anything else I want, but I think that's pretty much what I'm gonna put in it. Cause you can only put so much, cause I don't want them to, I'm gonna serve them to my sister and her girlfriend. And I should tell everybody, my sister got her head shaved, so Stephen and I shaved our heads too. Solidarity. Power to the sisters. Okay, so. A wrap.
If you can hear it, that's incredibly awesome.
So tell them what you're gonna do, Jennifer. Uh-oh. You just froze.
What if I move around?
Oh, here you are. Okay, you're back.
I did just freeze.
Huh? I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Are you there?
Here we go. Yes.
So your wrap is?
I'm redoing the everything but the bagel wrap, and I want to try to perfect it. And then I want to also practice when it's done the roll, which isn't going to be today, but I was just about to weigh the apple because I need to weigh the apple. And then I have pretty much everything ready to go in our beautiful blender. So I'll do that. What are you going to start with?
I'm gonna put everything in the blender, but we were just sort of telling them what we're putting in. So mine is ginger, of course. And well, I'll just start putting it in. So
Okay.
I'll just go down the list. I chopped a jalapeno, and it's really smart to weigh them because the jalapeno I had was way bigger than the grams that she had for her jalapeno. So I'm putting in the jalapeno, and then I chopped up an orange. And same
Ooh.
thing. It was, the orange, she said a big orange, and I got a big orange, and it was too big. So I'll put that in, and then there's a big onion, one big onion in this one. That one was big. And then celery. Celery's going in this one. Here, I should point to there. So there's celery. And peeled and chopped a zucchini. This one's really got some different stuff, and it really caught my eye.
I can't wait to hear how that one tastes.
Yeah. Then, of course, there's dates. Got those. And then
All right, I got my apple.
there's a 1/4 cup of ginger. That's a lot of ginger.
Wow, that is a lot of ginger.
Yeah, that's gonna make it pungent. She calls for tahini, so I'm just gonna use sunflower seeds.
Okay.
And garlic, some cloves of garlic, and there's some aminos, tablespoon of aminos. Where's my tablespoon? I had it here a second ago. Here it is. Tablespoon of aminos. I should make sure on the amount. Oops, that's my everything but the bagel. Wait a sec.
That's because that one's still fresh.
Yes. Oh, the second one I made is so good, Jennifer. I'm going to eat it for lunch. I had half
I'm so
yesterday. Yeah. So how much? Yeah, tablespoon of coconut, a teaspoon of onion powder, and that's just about all that's in here. Oops. I'm not supposed to say amounts. I can't.
Is that a local spicery jar? Is that a local spicery jar?
No, it's just a little jar that I had other stuff in, and now I put spices in it.
Oh, nice. Reminded me of theirs.
Oh, and then she said anise, seeds, and I don't have anise, but I've got fennel. So I'm gonna use fennel.
That'll work.
You know, they're so similar. You put in a couple of those. That'll be yummy.
Have some anise. I wish I could throw it to you.
Oh, and then some mustard powder.
Oh
He
yeah.
uses lots of mustard powder.
Yeah. Well, mustard's pretty amazing.
Yes, I love it. And then a little bit of cayenne pepper. And this cayenne is 90 IUs. 90.000. Yeah, it's really powerful. So I'm going to use just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way.
That's pepper?
No, it's cayenne. Well, yeah, cayenne pepper.
Oh, cayenne pepper.
Cayenne.
I know I probably was a little laggy and I only heard you say pepper and I thought, wow, what kind of pepper is that? But yeah, cayenne, that you just need a pincher.
Yeah, and then some black pepper. And that is it. Oh, and 2 cups of water. Oh, and then I'll put in eventually I'll grind the chia seeds and I've got psyllium powder. For after I do the first blend. So I'm just putting in the 2 cups of water.
Okay, she's getting her water. My gosh, that seems like it's going to have so much like very strong flavors. And when they mix together, I bet it's going to blend beautifully.
Yes.
There you go. Look at you.
So maybe while I'm, my sound's muted, you can do yours, right? Here
Yeah,
I go.
sure.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Well, hopefully you can hear me. So I am going to load up my Vitamix blender right now, and I'm going to start with the sweet potato and I already measured everything. She has you measure and weigh everything. Weigh is really the most important. Then I'm putting in my apple, and I'm going to put in some dates, and then onions. Wow. So this thing is like totally full already, and we're still going strong. Okay, and then I'm going to put in some spices. I don't pre-measure. I know that would probably be really great if I did, but right now I just kind of measure as I go. And the reason why is because I'm the kind of person that I will measure it and put it on the side, and then I'll be like, oh wait, what was that? And I'll mix it up with something else. So I know a lot of people are able to pre-measure, which is great, but I'm not one of them. So let's see. And when you measure, it's probably a terrible idea to do it over your food that you're, over this whole thing, because if I were to spill, that would be bad. So maybe I will do it this way instead. So if it spills, it's not in there. Not that you can go overboard with spices, but sometimes you can. So that's that guy. And then we have, okay, I already minced some garlic, so I'm gonna put that in there. I love fresh garlic. I mean, I love any kind of garlic, but I do love fresh garlic. And then it calls for, I got this raw tahini, and Janet uses the sesame seeds. So I'm just going to do this for now. And I think you can do it either way, works. I mean, it absolutely does, because this is just sesame seeds that have been ground. Tahini. I haven't had tahini in quite a while. I wasn't really eating tahini until now. So it's been really fun to, try some other stuff that I kind of took off for a bit. And so let me see if I could get.
I'm just adding in the psyllium powder and the chia seeds, and I'm just gonna pulse mine.
Perfect. And I'm still going strong here. Da, 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 da.
3 pulses, right, Jennifer?
Yes, 3 pulses was the magic pulse number. So I'm gonna continue to add a couple more items, and then I'll probably be ready too. Okay, I'm gonna use, miso paste comes in so many. I'm using the chickpea miso, and I do have the other miso, a soy-based white miso, but I'm going with this one, and I find this one has a lot less sodium than the other one. So I used to have this sometimes when I was making tofu style, like a miso soup. Another thing I haven't done in so long, which has been really fun. And I'm gonna do some ground chia. I pre-ground this, and so let's see. I can put that in and maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then I have the psyllium husk. This is a new thing for me. Psyllium husk. I am very inexperienced with it, so it's also been a fun thing. So I'm just gonna put a few of these in here. Oops. And then all I need is water, and then it'll be my turn to blend. And maybe Janet will be ready to chat. So this is the brand of psyllium husk powder that we both got. I can seal it. Anyhow. So that's that. And then I just need some water, which I did not pre-measure, but I'm gonna do that now. And I'm gonna get it out of my Berkey. I have a Berkey water filtration system that also takes out the fluoride. So I'm just gonna grab that and I will be right back.
So I am ready to pour mine into the trays. So I'll go ahead and do that. And try to get it half in one and half in the other.
Perfect. I'm gonna add my liquid and then I'll be ready to blend while you're pouring and having a good time.
Yeah.
So how's the color on that? Is it as white as the cauliflower? Because it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's kind of an off-white. Probably because of the dates and the chia. You know, they would darken it a little bit. But it looks good, it smells good. That wrap I was telling you about that Susie's got with the sun-dried tomatoes, boy, that one sure smelled good. And tasted good. All right. I think we've got things on here. Are you blending? You must be because you can't hear me. Okay, so now I'll get my spatula and start spreading. So thanks to all of you for the nice comments about Jennifer and I doing this together. Because we really had fun. So we thought, well, let's do some more. So I've got my sister and our girlfriend Carol coming tomorrow. I thought I'll make a couple of wraps. And my sister is vegan, but her friend is not. So, but she'll eat you know, stuff that I make. So I always love to fix her something when she comes over. Ew. This is really fun trying to get this nice and even, you guys. Definitely think that the offset spatula helps. And it really makes a difference to get it on the sides because the sides tend to thin and dry. So you really want to get it out there because then the middle, you know, tends to be a little bit wetter because I didn't get it enough out to the side. So I'm really trying to spread it. And there's no hurry. I mean, you know, it's going to be in the dehydrator for hours. So once I get this done, stick it in there with the ginger sauce. Good thing I got plenty of room in my dehydrator, you know, to be able to put a whole bowl in there. And then these guys
This
too.
one looks so much thicker than last time. Can you tell?
Yeah, you know, mine did too.
It's
Mine
like,
was, yeah, I don't know. But I think we just, you know, that first time, it was just our first time.
yeah. So, okay, I'm going to clear a spot and I'm going to do what you're doing and do spreading around. Spread, spread, spread. Okay.
Really trying to get it out to the edges this time, Jennifer.
Okay, you can do it.
I'm doing it. So how was Dr. Harrington? Tell people what it was like. Huh?
Go ahead.
Tell people what it was like to talk to Dr. Harrington.
Oh yeah, I did. I had an appointment with him, telemedicine, and it was great. I mean, he's such a phenomenal guy. So what could go wrong? You know, he's got a great bedside manner and he's super smart. And he likes to take his time with people. So I'm excited about that.
That's so
I wanted to share about last time when I poured the mixture into this, I really tried hard to do half and half, but afterwards, when they were done and we measured it, we weighed them. One of mine was quite a bit smaller. And so, I don't know if there's another way to actually figure out half and half without pouring it into two bowls, but I was kind of hoping that
you
I
just
could
have
do
to practice.
Probably. So here goes. So here are my two trays. And I am gonna go catch up to Janet and start playing in it. This is really a fun part. I really like, playing with this because you could really get your creative artistic abilities flowing.
I love it too. And I don't even have any creative abilities.
Oh, I don't believe you for a minute. You have all kinds of creative abilities. Wow, this is such a different texture. I mean, like night and day.
Interesting. What do you think you did different?
I mean, I hope I improved it and not messed it up, but I'm not sure because I don't know. Let me just make sure that I put everything in here, which I'm pretty sure I did. I put that, I put that, I put that, I put that, I put that. Oh, I think I forgot the apple cider vinegar.
Oh.
That's the only thing. I put everything else in. Oh, so here's me. I like to be a perfectionist. I think I might scoop it in and do it again. I mean, add it. What do you think? What should I do?
Sure. Let's see, why not?
I mean, at this point, it's pretty, oh yeah, this is easy to do. All right, so that's something, right? If you mess up, it's pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
So
it's just fruits and vegetables.
I know. It's amazing. I mean,
It is.
amazing what we just put in, and now it's going to be this beautiful, edible deliciousness.
Yes.
So why don't you share about how it was to take the wrap on the go?
Yeah, what I did is I wrapped it in parchment paper because I don't have that paper wrap yet. And then I put it in a Ziploc bag. And I carried it on my bicycle. And I actually didn't eat it until I got back on the ride. So I wouldn't have had to carry it. But it was a 33-mile ride. And there was a coffee stop. And I was just chewing on my snap peas and my carrots. So I wasn't really hungry enough for the wrap. So Steve and I both ate our wraps when we got back to the cars, but it was really nice to have them because we were hungry by then. And oh, so good. And then the other one, the other half, I have in the refrigerator in a container that I could close, to keep hopefully to keep the moisture in. But anyways, I'm going to eat that at lunch. So, do you notice, does Lissa talk, does she refrigerate them or when do they, well, she originally says keep them on the tray. And actually that's what I did. I just rolled the trays and put them in Ziplocs to preserve them until so one of them I've got rolled. Here, I'll show you. I'll go get it.
Okay, I finally added this back in here, and I think that's the only mistake that I made so far. Hopefully the only one. So as soon as Janet gets back, I will do a take two, right? I'll blend that up.
So this is the one I'm going to have for lunch. And it's I made the taco one. And I forgot to put the meat in the wrap. So that's the taco meat right next to it. And I just, like they pour sauces on their wrap and then have a bite. I just stick some of the meat on the wrap and then have a bite because the inside of the wrap has got just everything you can imagine in it. And I just, it was like the perfect thing until I realized I'd forgotten the taco meat. And then this is how I'm keeping the wraps until I make them. So it's on the sill mat. And then I didn't have a 2-gallon bag. So I took a 1 gallon and put it in half or, as far as I could with one bag and then put the other bag and then just closed them up as far as I could. So hopefully that'll keep this one. So tomorrow I'll make 3 wraps for us. I'll make a wrap for me, a wrap for Carol, and a wrap for the other Carol, my sister. So
nice.
We'll have plenty of wraps.
That looked really delicious. Oh, I'm using the wrong thing. Okay, so there we go. We're going to try this again. Let me put this down. So you can see.
I pretty much got mine spread.
All right, here I go. I'm spreading.
All right.
There's like a little, sometimes it just, I see a little piece that didn't blend super well. So I'm just kind of blending it right here as I spread.
Did this vinegar make a difference?
I mean, I can't tell, maybe a little bit. It seems to be a little bit air bubbly, but it's so thick. It's just like a gelatin almost. Do you think it's from the psyllium husk?
I don't know. Did you measure your psyllium husk?
Yeah, I measured everything and weighed everything.
That's what I mean, weight.
Yes.
Because I find that the 2 tablespoons isn't enough, that you've got to actually weigh it.
Oh, no. Actually, I didn't weigh the 2. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. I thought when I think of weighing everything, I think of like the fresh stuff.
Just anything that she puts the grams, I weigh the grams and the ounces. And she puts it for both the chia seeds and the psyllium.
Yeah,
So I
okay,
weigh them.
okay, next time.
Yeah,
See, you never know, you're always learning with this.
I know. It's quite a, what would you call it?
I mean, it's like, no wonder she has like class, so to speak, you know, a video and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a phone call.
it's like a job if you don't really know what you're doing.
If I can spend them left food.
Doing this is,
Oh, I'll
is not,
just answer. Hi, Chris. Good. I'm inside on Zoom. Oh,
well, this one is looking
okay.
pretty good. I'm trying to get all the edges as smooth as I can without spilling it, which I did a little bit. Try to wipe it.
Okay, I'll call you as soon as I'm done. Okay. Bye. Never a dull moment.
Uh-oh, everybody okay?
Yeah, it's just this other thing that we're trying to see. That we're
Okay.
trying to get done.
All right, here's my last one. I'm spreading this out, then I'm gonna put some seeds on mine and then I'll be ready to put it in.
Yeah, I don't need to put seeds on mine.
You
I guess
do?
what you're no, mine's not in everything but the bagel.
Yeah,
or
that's what I
wrap.
thought. Yeah, yours is gonna be fantastic.
That's gonna be fun.
See, I feel like this one might be a little bit smaller than the other one. Just feel like the other one, maybe I try to eyeball it, but in the future, I might actually weigh them, weigh it, pour them in a bowl and try to get it more accurate.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, it's another step, but I kind of, maybe I'll have a better idea to eyeball it, you know? It's so gelatinous. It's just,
Okay, mine are in and it's 4 to 1.
all right. Well, this was so fun.
Oh, geez, that means 12, quarter to 1 in the morning, they'll be done.
If you set the timer, it'll just turn off by itself and wait for you.
Well, except that it's 20 more hours on the ginger sauce.
Oh.
So that's okay. I'm up all through the night. I will check it.
Well, why don't I just, I'll finish this in a minute. I'll put some of the seeds on this one. And then after we go, I'll finish spreading the other one. Because if you're already done, I'll just do that.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead and finish it up.
Oh my God, I just sprayed them. So let's see.
We can visit. Here, I'll tell. Edgar brought us some fresh corn on the cob today.
Oh, you're kidding.
So yeah, I'm showing
Oh,
on the
that's
screen.
great.
He brought me fresh figs, which I love. And fresh cucumbers, which I have lots of cucumbers, so I told him go ahead and keep those. And then I'll show you what I got out of the garden here. I got a whole bunch of summer squash. So I need recipes with zucchini and yellow squash. I'm showing my bowl of, can you see them, Jennifer?
Wow. I can here. That is beautiful. I mean, all of that corn and the zucchinis look amazing.
And then these are my tomatoes. Oh, my battery's running low. Let me get my plug-in.
While she's doing that, I'll just share, I'm blending up these seeds with my hands because I also have, which I shared with her before, some, it's like onion flake, but I actually dehydrated this myself when the pandemic was going on and we had a shortage of food. I bought a bag of onions more than I could eat and dehydrated them. So now I'm just kind of trying to crumble them. And it's been fun. I've put them in soups and now I'm putting them in wraps.
I meant to plug that in before. And then this is the end of my blueberries.
Oh, those are the cutest little blueberries. Oh my
Aren't they?
goodness.
They're the
They
last.
really are how they taste.
My bushes are pretty well picked now.
How do they taste?
Very nice.
I mean, are they sweet or are they a little sour? They're probably sweet.
You know, if you pick them earlier, they're sour, but you let them get ripened and they're nice and sweet. Looks good, Jennifer.
Does it? Here, I'll.
Looks really good. So how much weight's in your weight vest?
Right now, the vest itself is 1 pound, and then I have a total of 5 pounds, so 6 pounds total. And
How
I
about
started
that?
50 vest, so, and went up increments of a half a pound at a time, and I waited a week. Sometimes I waited 2 weeks, and anybody could do it. It's just, you know, while we're working and moving around, and so.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna go put this in the dehydrator and hope that it comes out really well.
I'm trying some of my wrap batter.
Oh.
I didn't think to do that with the everything wrap.
Yeah, I guess I could. I'm gonna go put this in and then I'll finish the other one and maybe I'll taste too.
It's on my blender top. I thought I should try this. It's not as gingery as I thought it would be. I thought with a 1/4 cup of ginger, it'd be really pungent. But
yeah, I'll show you. I just pulled out of my tray here. 1 second. I'm gonna put this guy in.
I don't really taste the other. Well, I guess I do a little bit here.
I had some leftovers from the other day. And so while we were busy, I put them back in the dehydrator. These are mushrooms. And I heated them up. So when we get off, that's what I'll eat.
You do the big ones.
Yeah, I really like the portobello. You know, the little ones are cute, but I need to pop in like so many that this way I feel like I'm eating something.
Well, did you do 12 of those?
Instead of like
Did you do
mini ones last time?
Yeah. Well, yeah, those were 12, but with the big ones, how many do you do?
No, 4.
Oh,
4, and I ate 1.5 yesterday with some other stuff. So, but these portobello mushrooms, this time I bought these at Costco, and last time I got them at our regular store, and I noticed that the Costco ones are like thicker and meatier.
Mm-hmm.
And for this, I prefer the other ones that are a little thinner because they heat up a little bit better.
I really like the little ones.
Yeah, I do too. I was feeling lazy. So let me taste it. Let me taste this. I'm going to be brave like you. Oh, wow. That's delicious.
Yeah.
This tastes very, this tastes sweet. This makes me.
It is a sweet one.
Yummo. Gosh. Okay. So I can finish spreading this one out and that's it. I do have to make more of the onion cheese spread. I didn't have, it says you'll have plenty left over. I didn't.
No, me either.
I mean, how did it spread with yours?
It's real thick, but hers doesn't spread that great either. It's a cheese. So it's not a spread really. But if you look at hers, it's random.
Okay, well that's good.
I should taste that too because I couldn't really taste it in the wrap. I had so much other stuff.
I tasted it last time before I added all the seasonings and it didn't taste like anything. And then once you add, there's a ton of seasonings and and
Mhm.
spices. And I thought, wow, it's good, but there was so much in there. It just adds to it. I didn't really,
Yeah.
couldn't say I pick it out, but so fun. I like doing this with you, Janet.
It's fun. It's really fun.
So how many hours oh yeah, you already said you're going to have yours in there
Well,
overnight for a while.
yeah. In fact, I need to give myself a reminder.
I think I'm going to call this one spread out. Let me show you. You give me your opinion. There's always, you could keep spreading and spreading and spreading. You know, for my second one, maybe not so bad.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Too bad my lighting is kind of yellowy in here, in the kitchen here.
I wonder
Just
what
because
that's.
but
What is it?
little bit yellow, you know.
Yeah, but why is that?
Oh, because our kitchen doesn't have a lot of windows on one side, and our lights, you know, are more of like the yellow, not the
Oh,
daytime.
yeah.
Blue. But that's okay. Gosh.
13.
Janet, when yours are done, why don't you also weigh those just to compare the different kinds?
I was gonna, in
Oh,
fact,
good.
you know, it's just more information for Zena.
Yeah, I think I'm going to weigh these to compare to my last batch.
Oh, good idea.
So, all right. I think, let's see. Voila.
Looks great.
Yay.
Very nice.
I got to go pop it in.
Yep. So I hope everybody enjoyed our video. It's really fun to get together with Jennifer and mix them up. And
Yeah.
we'll do more. You know, I
Sounds
mean,
great.
there's 33 wraps. 33 different wraps. That's why I thought, oh, I'm going to try a different one. So, and you were going to try a different one next. So I've got to make, I've got a potluck on Tuesday, but I'll probably make something just for everybody there and just take my wrap. And then Friday, I have a potluck with my small vegan group, because there's a birthday and they all want to try the wraps. So I'll make some wraps for that. And then Saturday, we leave on our tour a week from tomorrow. And I was going to take, 3 days of wraps. Maybe it's supposed to get really hot here. So if it's too hot, I'm not going to do it, because I carry a freezer pack and a little lunchbox on the bike, but I think it'd be too much to try to carry them, with raw, fresh vegetables, because I'm going to try to stay raw as much as I can on the trip.
That sounds great. I am really interested to hear how you're going to share with the vegan group a wrap. Are you going to cut it into like little rounds, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, little hand grab rounds. Yeah, just like they do in Costco, and just use toothpicks to hold them together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a couple of potlucks coming up. Well, one of them's today, and I'm not going to be able to go to it because I had another obligation, but I'm finishing that de-stress your life class. And that has been really fun. Have you ever taken it?
No, I just love to de-stress. I read the book. I think it was in the, it was something about where you don't need a lot of stuff. And like I say, Stephen and I, we've given away everything a couple times. And so once you do that and you take it to Goodwill and give it away to your friends, and you realize I don't ever miss it, it just gets so much easier. And so And now we have just 900 square feet, so we don't have a heck of a lot of room. And we actually helped the people that were here before, we helped them move. And so we got rid of all their stuff. And I mean, my kitchen is a fully stocked kitchen, but the rest of the house, I don't really care. So let me see if I can show you. Like as far as furniture, I'm not much of one for furniture. And we had our table there, and it was from the people before, and it was too big. So see the little round table? We got one for outside on the deck. And then Steven says, we should get one for inside because that's really all we need. We'd rather have access to the window. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that looks great.
See the buck?
Oh my gosh, is that a deer?
Yeah, that's a buck. He's a young buck. They come through here all the time. And so I thought I'd try to show it to you guys. He's so curious. And sometimes I'll walk into the garden side, and he'll be right there, and he'll, his head will come up, and I mean, they're so quiet, you don't even know they're there. And then suddenly you're face to face with him, but he doesn't run or anything. He just looks at me. And when they go into my garden, I go out and I go, no, you can't be in the garden. Go up to the upper yard. And I just shush them out of the garden, and they go up to the upper yard, and they can eat all they want up there.
Wow. That was a treat to see.
They're so fun. There's a mom with 2 baby fawns, and he's probably a year old, would you say? And then there's a single doe that doesn't have kids, that she just comes and eats. So there's a lot of deer.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, your place looks amazing. I mean, what you guys have done to it and continuing to do, your kitchen is fantastic. It's very functional, and you have all those goodies in there. And you're right. We don't really need stuff.
No, it's fun to have some stuff, but to have drawers full of things and storage places full of things, you'll never, well, I don't know. I'll never, once something goes, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll go through something, and if we're not ready to get rid of it yet, it'll go to the next place, like to the shed. And then if I need it, I'll go back out and get it and realize, okay, I need this. But if it sits out there for a year and I don't use it during any season, I'm not going to use it. So then I realize I need to move this on to someone who will use it. So I like moving it on to someone who will use it rather than just sitting in my shed.
Yeah, that's so true. And I've done that too. And I remember getting rid of some books. I had kept every single book I ever owned at one point. And I went through and I got rid of a ton of books, books I'm never going to read again. And there was a time when I was like, oh, okay, I have that book. I can go back. And I was like, oh, I don't have that book anymore. And so, I could rebuy it, or I could go to the library, or why did I need that again? And then it was in my head, though. It was in my head oh, you gave it away. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes we do get rid of something and we have to buy it again. But so many times we don't. And we don't even think of it again. And we like to recycle stuff. We like to go to Goodwill and try to find things, or garage sales, or, we hate just utilizing all the materials on Mother Earth. And in fact, remodeling this place is like, oh my gosh, we're using so many resources. It really is amazing when you own a house, how much you have to utilize resources. So
yeah, but you've got your little sliver of paradise there, and why not make it just perfect for you while you're here?
Yep. And this will be it, hopefully, because it's not like we want to do this for a couple of years and then sell it and do another place. This is, if we left here, it'd be to rent something. we wouldn't go through this again. So just to,
Well, when the deck is done, I know last time you had shared, you guys were extending the extension. And so when it's done, you'll have to share that because I'm sure other people would like to see it.
yeah, well, the extension's there. I did show that on the YouTube. But
Yeah.
now we're gonna widen it a little bit.
Yeah,
So he's
that's what I
doing, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show that. Because that's
said.
one of our
Yeah.
favorite places to sit is out there. So I should stop the recording.
Okay. Bye,
Um,
everyone.
bye everyone. See you next time.